My grandfather had an incredible sense of humour. He's a very quick wit.
He's always been the sort of heart of the family and always been a huge presence behind everything we've done, really.
What you see is what you got with my grandfather, and that's what I love more than anything else, was the authenticness of him. He was unapologetically him at all times, no matter where he was, no matter who he was speaking to, no matter what he was doing.
He was a man with a huge amount of common sense. He was very no-nonsense.
One of the things I do really admire him for is the fact that he gave up a very, very successful military career to be the Queen's consort and to support her and to go into service and duty in a different way.
It just makes your hair stand on end, doesn't it? When all the old footage comes up, it's so nice to see how they were with each other before family and before everyone else came along.
It's easy to see the radiant happiness of the princess as she and her very good-looking husband-to-be pose for the cameras in the palace.
They're one of the most remarkable couples I think the world has ever seen and will ever see. And Granny has been able to be the person she is with the support and love from Grandpa.
During the tour, the Queen and Prince Philip shook hands 2,500 times.
From my grandmother's perspective, to have someone like that on your shoulder for 73 years of marriage doesn't get better than that. The two of them together were just the most adorable couple.
It did make a big difference because it's perhaps more fun than just being totally on your own. And I think, my mum did find him a great support, and I think she valued his judgment on some things.
This is such a lovely photo because it's at one of the most special places for all of us. Balmoral is such a wonderful, happy place to be, and they are so happy there together. They've managed to create this very safe and loving family environment. We've all been so lucky to have that.
One thing my father did, he was marvellous at arranging, silly games. I mean, the fun of having, obviously, young parents was, there were lots of chasing around and mad things.
We all started driving very early. It was divided between those who did the steering and those who did the gears, and he did the pedals.
We used to go out with my father, fishing. I'm not too sure, I can't remember at what point perhaps I was then given charge of the oars and, then had to, very quickly learn how to row a boat.
He tried to teach me to drive a carriage and pair, but that didn't last very long because I don't know why I got complete hysterics driving the thing up the long hook. With him getting more and more annoyed that I wasn't concentrating properly.
There is one rein to each horse, and it goes straight through from here to the outside of each horse.
When we would go carriage driving, well, first of all, he'd take me on a different route every day, and I do not know how he managed to do that. But he would also tell me all sorts of anecdotes about absolutely anything and everything. He is honestly one of the most interesting people I've ever met.
All of us are shaped by our experiences. Imagine the experiences that shaped him. The amount he's seen is not to be sniffed at.
I have very happy memories. We were lucky to have him for nearly 100 years.